Former world champion David Haye believes that the owner of the WBA, WBO and IBF titles in the heavyweight division, Anthony Joshua, should relatively easy cope with the undefeated Ukrainian challenger Alexander Usyk, with whom he will fight on September 25 in London. Alexander Krasyuk, the promoter of the mandatory challenger for the WBO heavyweight title Alexander Usyk, said that his would easily agree to the option of a rematch with Anthony Joshua, as he is almost sure of his victory. The former absolute champion and the first heavyweight Alexander Usyk will defeat Anthony Joshua in a duel on September 25 and then will gladly give him a rematch, which was agreed by representatives of the boxers, said Usyk's promoter Alexander Krasyuk. According to the official Instagram account of the promotion company MTK Global, Martin Bakole helped the mandatory challenger Alexander Usyk to prepare for a fight with Anthony Joshua. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then you receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I am trying very hard and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You are my support. Thank you so much. According to the official Instagram account of the promotion company MTK Global, Martin Bakole helps the mandatory challenger for the WBO heavyweight title Alexander Usyk to prepare for a fight with Anthony Joshua. Preparation for AJ. Martin Bakole is in Kiev with Alexander Usyk on the eve of the Ukrainian's fight for the world title against Anthony Joshua. MTK Global reported, posting a photo from Usyk's training camp. Recall that the match between Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua will take place on September 25 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. Martin Bakole spent 17 fights in the professional ring and won 16 victories, including 12 early ones. His only defeat in 2018 was inflicted by Usyk's former rival Michael Hunter, defeating him by technical knockout. The last time Bakole entered the ring was in December last year, defeating Russian Sergei Kuzmin by a unanimous decision of the judges. In fact, in the past, Bakole was Joshua's sparring partner. In particular, Bakole helped AJ prepare for a fight with Kubrat Pulev. Former world champion David Haye believed that the owner of the WBA, WBO and IBF titles in the heavyweight division, Anthony Joshua, should relatively easy cope with the undefeated Ukrainian challenger Alexander Usyk, with whom he will fight on September 25 in London. I don't think that Usyk is able to create many problems for Joshua. I believe that if Joshua decides to hold a boxing match, just working with a jab and gaining points, then he will have problems. But he's not stupid enough to do that. Joshua will use his excellent jab, the advantage in height, arm, span, size, weight and striking power. He will take advantage of superiority in athleticism and the ability to take blows from large heavyweights. It's just that in the complex, Joshua is better than Usyk. It will be very crushing. I imagine this fight in my head. Joshua will hit it with twice. Maybe Anthony will not deliver these twice, but he will meet Usyk with a left cross and a good jab, and either drop him or send him to a knockout, David Haye said in an interview. The former manager of the British heavyweight Derek Chisora, David Haye, believed that his ex-ward actually defeated Alexander Usyk and Joseph Parker, although the judges decided otherwise. Derek and me have a good relationship, and I sincerely believe that he will many more good fights if he continues to adhere to a healthy and correct lifestyle. I hope that he will beat Joseph Parker in a rematch. Parker, Dillian White, David Price. Chisora had good fights. He won some great victories. Several fights were close. I think he beat both Parker and Usyk, but of course I'm a little biased. And now, potentially, he has another big fight ahead of him. Who would have thought after his defeat to White that he would have so many big fights, big pay-per-view and blockbusters? Now Derek has a huge fan base, and it's growing. Chisora will give him fans quite a lot more fights, David Haye said in an interview. Alexander Krasyuk, the promoter of the mandatory challenger for the WBO heavyweight title Alexander Usyk, said that he would easily agree to the option of a rematch with Anthony Joshua, as he's almost sure of his victory. Usyk has absolutely no problems with holding a fight in the United Kingdom. He became the European champion in Liverpool, the Olympic champion in London, beat Tony Bellew in Manchester, defeated Derek Chisora in London. He has a positive experience there. A rematch is not a mandatory condition for a mandatory defense, but we agreed to it. Usyk is very confident in the victory over Joshua, and he easily agreed to the second fight, because after winning the first fight, his mood will become even more favorable, Krasyuk said. The former absolute champion in the first heavyweight, Alexander Usyk, will defeat Anthony Joshua in a duel on September 25, and then will gladly give him a rematch, which was agreed by representatives of the boxers, said Usyk's promoter Alexander Krasyuk. A rematch is not something necessary in a mandatory title defense, but we accepted very fair conditions and agreed to it. Alexander is confident in his victory over Joshua, and now he will do it, so he easily agreed to the second fight, because his mood will be even better after winning the first fight. After Alexander became the absolute world champion in the first heavyweight division and defended the title in a fight against Tony Bellew, Alexander had no choice, promoter added. There was nothing more to prove in the first heavyweight division, and to stay there will be stagnation or even a step back. Now Usyk has a huge motivation to get up at 5 in the morning every day and train with full dedication for the sake of the goal that stands before him. After only 2 heavyweight fights, Usyk signed a contract to fight for several heavyweight titles against the king of the division. Krasyuk also considers untenable the claims that Usyk is not a real heavyweight, since he is not inferior in size to his idol and one of the best heavyweights of all time, Muhammad Ali. I should remind those who ignore reality that Usyk is a heavyweight. Alexander has the same dimensions, weight and arm span as his idol, the great Muhammad Ali, Krasyuk said. Can someone say that Ali, the best of all time, was not a heavyweight? So there is no problem there. If Ali was able to become the best with his size, then it can also be Usyk. We wish only good Anthony Joshua. We wish him a wonderful training camp without injuries and other troubles. The promoter added, I respect him very much for his achievements in boxing, for his modest behavior for such a big star, for his bright personality. But let the strongest win in September, and then we will do it again rematch. The father of the WBC World Heavyweight Champion Tyson Fury, John, said that he will not allow his son to hold a third fight with Deontay Wilder if the Britain's newborn daughter does not get better. Recall that Fury's daughter was transferred to the intensive care unit a few days after his birth. On August 18, the girl should be taken home, after which the boxer will begin preparing for the fight. According to John Fury, his son was with his family all this time and was worried about the child instead of preparing for Wilder. My father believes that the preparation is already graced, and if the problems continue, then the third fight with Deontay Wilder will have no postponed. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.